Okay, what I see is like a square. It's like an art piece. I have to talk with others about what I'm seeing. But this is the part 2 of Pain Olympics. But sort of, it's a documentary of drugs on brain in an autistic body. So now that I have my license, this is fully confirmed by the Swedish police. So nobody's gonna actually know me, because you don't want to be around when it's too long and when it's too shuttered. Like when you talk with somebody, like they used to leave me alone. I don't have time. But sometimes that kind of person that's in the 17s kind of era, about to kill somebody, and no way. And that happens to be an art piece. If you hear now, it's a pneumonia now defect. It's you could sometimes talking like this for hours, attacking like this, attacking like this, like that, sorta. I'm not gonna say the name so I don't get demonetized. I'm gonna take the director because this request actually to be over 16 to watch this exact video. So if you're not well experienced or anything of VR or adult stuff, then I prefer you to have a parent maybe that's gonna watch together, because this is a documentary about having substance in the body and resist it, and what defects it has, and what it's actually true, what is actually shut the hell up. It's not even true. You're not funny way, kind of fake. Like if somebody will shatter a glass, you expect it to break, but mine turned into a PVC tube, an enormous spring, but it's a vase, so it's supposed to be bigger than that. So I think I summed that little can a little bit more. I'm imagining now, daydreaming, okay? And now I drop it, it's huge. And when I drop it and then put it a little bit on the side on the table, then I stand up, it's small. I hold it in my hand, back away from it, and then I walk, I sort of jump away from the chair on the side.
My friend.
Hello there.
Hello. Kom.
Okay. Oh.
Vad kör du?
I talking with a documentary.
Vem tar här? Prata med.
Jag pratar med kameran.
Kameran,
Jag är på
ja.
hash. Jag är på hash.
Hash?
Jajamän.
Varför det?
För att jag ska veta vad jag gör, så att jag inte glömmer alla de här unika upplevelserna.
Är du hungrig eller?
Kanske en chicken nuggets kanske.
Chicken nugget?
JJ, ja.
Nej, vi har inte chicken nugget. Chicken nugget, nej. Chicken nugget.
No, when I jumped off the car, I mean chair, then I walked again. Then it's huge. It's a whole barrel. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same kind of pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when I think about that, everything turned white in the background, black, like this kind of drops in water fog, but in 2D, like in an alt video. If we all can agree how dangerous it actually is. The heart pumps up blood because it's hello. I'm documenting being on drugs.
Nice.
And maybe this video you have to talk with a professional before you do this type of forbidden medicine. We're gonna not say that word, so you can. It's not good about joking about drugs. It's use special pills, but in an overlay in one, and that substance. No. You can't have that here. That will overdose. It's only 1 microgram, but it will overdose. What do you think? Your blood will clot, and then you will see white in the background, and then black. Something like coal, sort of kind of Do you know that pen app on the iOS when they had animated kind of things until you drop? Then they drag that. Now I'm holding it like a snake. It slides up into a reality, like in fiction reality, and I'm holding it like it's an eel. It's 2D dimension, but then it has physics like a rope. But when I drop it, it's still there. When I take it, it's like a VR kind of string.
Men Filip, har du slutat vepa?
Nope. But maybe we have to censor some more words. We're saying yuck, the stuff of yuck air. We call it yucky air, so nobody can I watch my profanity. I will watch my profanities and more of you watching my videos, but I don't doing this on purpose. You know, you have to be nice and stuff. I like to party a lot, but I'm not partying like dancing and taking drugs and alcohol. I'm not that. But now I had a confirmation of the is it name? I have to blur it out just if in case so they're not noticing that I talk about this. And they give me that to prove yourself that you're not gonna do something more dangerous. And then they suspicion me that I'm gonna take drugs and kill everybody. If you have somebody that can't stand it, understand yourself while you're on drugs, then we will have a really damn use in the future. You will paint the picture of brain. How did you create this? Why did it look like this? Why did it act like this? Hello?
Pratar du engelska nu?
Yeah, I talking English to documentating about drugs, VR, and reality, and how you gonna put your situations together. First, drink a lot of water. You always need to drink a lot of clean water or halfly cured tap water. You can have.
Har ni ett samtal förstår
Yeah.
ni vad han menar eller? Nej. Ja, jag tänkte det. Man kanske
It's an actual way that they actually know the talk. Maybe I don't know, but as I jumped on this chair, what did I do then? I walked forward to the table, and then I hold it. It was super huge. It was huge, the same spring, but I hold it in it. It was like a mug. Before it was like a stud, but now it's a mug shape. And I could sworn that I walked like somebody like, cut the effect. And then I could walk like, and then stone patterns begin to appear. You know, in these Zen castles, those moss glued tails that always disappear when few kids playing around. It's all scrambled now. That kind of delirium, or one of these mini artificial gardenscape. You know, that futuristic, yeah, exactly that one. We have in Tokyo, or what is your bed? And then they're showing pictures in different dimensions, what bed or room style you prefer if you were in an alternative world. That remembers me of dreams that I not ever remembered. It's like this when you are in a carnival, super show of a lifetime, like Playland or Play City, like one of those attractions. I feel like I'm so stupid when I actually not forget. I'm forgetting what I actually want to remember. They're gonna say, but then I stammering up, and it's a little bit blurry sorta. I see the plants, but now I remember. Look at that plant! I did not. Oh my god! I did not expect it would look so cool. And then I think for myself, like, are you actually that dumb? Yeah, probably, but I have a license now. Don't worry, it's in fiction. But what I perspect for Andre told me, then they posted it online I know a lot, and I know. Did you hear that slurred or stammer, like shuddering? One tip is don't talk. But if you don't drink and you're thirsty as hell, you will rather be dead by maybe 3 minutes, maybe 4. And you're getting very thirsty when you get the liquid. Otherwise, drink a lot, but don't force it in yourself. Don't take a bath. Don't even take only from your. No, I mean, don't do something stupid while you're awake, because you will see everything super foggy. Doing wrong decision. Cold is warm, warm is warm, cold is even hotter. That kind of glitch in the brain happens when you can, and you feel everything of it. And that is what's called Pizarro syndrome. It's when the brain drops dead and say, I quit for a little while and take it on sleep. I don't want to be here. But then it's we can say it's a ball figure that crosses his arms like, no, I'm not going to do that because my brain didn't want to do that. So they actually cuddle with the white blood cells and seducing them into red blood cells, fake ones. So they are attacking each other's, and it can be a half war, but in a calm matter due to the system being prognosticized as deliriant. Deliriant, the DMT is only for medications that wasn't successful due to its high power, or it was being removed, and so nobody recreates this stuff. But they found a way to do that. And I'm sorry, but holy shit. The shit amount of colors that they say. They say that they have a lot of colors ever got them were. Sort of like the tails on the ground. They moved like I'm gonna have an HD texture pack in the real world, and it's having this 3D parallax effect. Then it's freaking them out. They're holding their head like, oh, I just saw something. And then they can't remember it. And then they use their imagination, and they do it in a 20% better way. So it's very powerful. You can even think that that happened. That you look at an image, then you're in the image. Or look at a canvas, then you see sheeps and cities and all of this stuff. If you see something, a pattern from an angle, creating some Rubik's Cube effect, you can get in a new whole world. So that's why, dirty without drugs, no fun. Of that penguin with a cap, that if you do these drugs, this bad thing will happen. Or if you eat the ice cream like that, that will forever be doomed. You will forever be doomed. But it's an actual moment when I realize how slurry you speak. How slurry you actually speak. You talk sort of like that, sort of deep down, like. And then you're talking about something and it remembers you of something you already seen. Because you're a little bit sporadic right now. I'm talking to myself, not to you guys, but holy shit. This swifting up to doing tasks. So if you do a task that is well known that you know will not hallucinate in, just try to do something random. Maybe some rocks on the ground and then sort them. What is this shape remember me of? So you're not in the way, yeah? Because people would honk at you at this stupid as you're just, hey! Oh shit, it's running. Are you Superman? And then he jumps, he's Superman. I have superhero powers. And then as he jumps, he thought that he was landing on a pole, like stuck to one of those poles that are in water submerged areas, kind of those platforms. But in a way, I can actually respect that, because you think you're dreaming, but you are in the real life. Yes, take a guess, because I don't gonna say anything to remind the identity of those that have been very, very nice to me. They have a license, I have a license. So in that fact, this is 2016 right now, so it's actually real life right now that I recovered it. I recovered a little bit of my data, and I see that you have been uploaded me to a future video for some sites. Now that maybe future getting the hang of the video, that it's not from now, from years ago. That's why I created this video. So for me in the future to upload it. Plot twist. So you're talking with somebody that is in another world. It's from the back of the time you're hearing, but you can't see, because I'm gonna remind everybody, non-identity, so they not come in or something. There's gonna be voices, of course. I can't censor everything. I can't do anything of that breaks the rules on YouTube, if they sort of have that mishmash kind of mashing the potatoes and then extracting the files to those don't allow sort of content. And then HTTP. Of course, I see people hugging the meeting, but I thought that somebody meant something about me. No, it wasn't. You're dreaming. You dreamed that. That was not what happened. Whatever you do, don't ever give up. It's an actually adventure, and yes, see you later. I'm sorry that I couldn't show anything of that, because of the first season when I was on Salvia. That was very, very mysterious. I knew a kid that can actually sound like me, even when he gets older. The freaky stuff that is so goddamn similar. But now I'm another person and a liar kind of thing. But holy shit, I see people are actually enjoying each other, hugging each other, comforting way. That doesn't happen every time often, no doubt. But when they actually are in calmer spaces, then they can easily get, if you're gonna listen to somebody, it's gonna take some time in their ways. So it gives an sense of calmity. That's what they needed. That feeling that they needed, to not become hostile anymore. Because after all, this is an anonymous video, and also I see shadows. I thought it was somebody there, but it was just a flash of light that disorienting in the brain when the system says I quit and goes away. The imagination it's actually fading away right now. So now I see a little bit of photo effect blinks or bops, if we talk about that. A little bit slurred speech, slurred movements. Yeah. A bit of tangly there. And feel like, what the fuck did I just say? I don't remember. I forget from time to time. But not so it's getting dangerous or anything. Otherwise, me in the future, or what do we say? No, not the future. I mean, the past made this video. So you can't. It's actually a past. Jail time for drugs is actually sort of 12 years. So it's a good match for me to say what I did then, what I did from then, and now it's a different day. Now it's a different day. Things that are done is done. And I would probably quit anyways because I'm not even allowed to keep it. If you're not a medical. That was a medical. But in some forms you can actually remove cells. Or actually dissolve it to something that's more similar. Then a third tube that they purified. Neutralize it, and then that kind of stuff. Water is drugs that are filtering this into a substance and taking it into a dose without effect because it's gonna be a pill, right? So let's see, right, that I'm getting very, very slow in my voice now. Because it's sort of bubbly feeling too. It's like the world are bubbly, not a feeling. Just the bubbles. That feels like blum 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 blum, like big bubbles. Like it's sort of a yogurt substance. Then when I cooked it, then was ready to cool down for the day. Then damn, it was strong like fuck. It was strong. It was strong, sour. It hurted my tongue to touch. And then I remember that I did rainbow neat drug. It's actually half meth, half LSD, half cannabis in a liquid form. Then it actually sits in a day. It's great, sour cells. It's actually, basically it makes your yogurt spoiled when it's actually sprayed with chemicals. So here it is. I may be not remembering anything, but maybe an update or anything for another video. Thanks guys, see you later.